lifted itself out of abject poverty over the last 40 years. We've been free from colonialism now in Botswana for almost 60 years. We have had an affinity with the West because of the relationship, the special relationship that we've had with them. And China has only come in, and we relate with China on terms that we define ourselves. We look at what it is that China offers, what it is that we need, and we sit and good a deal as we are able to negotiate in a situation where all the parties come to the table and present their offerings. So I think the relations are shaped largely by what the interests of these African countries, ourselves included, are.
Interesting. President Nagawa, what did you think of what happened in Venezuela last month?
Venezuela is very far away from Zimbabwe.
Yes, it is. yes, sir.
Yes,
but I wonder, I still wonder as a head of state, a longtime head of state, what you thought of that. I mean, you must pay attention to what happens to other heads of state.
Yeah, but I don't know what we really read in Zimbabwe actually happens in Venezuela, but from what we read, we are interested to know why it is happening.
But President B, what did you think?
I was stunned, and I'm still stunned. It was so surreal that I still have to understand whether the world order, the rules-based society, is still existing, and if not, what becomes of the world? That's why I earlier described the state as we are in a state of flux, because everything that we have understood as the basis for international order is fragmenting or being destroyed right in our face.
And I'm sorry, it felt like an unfair question, but that's exactly more to the point. What I'm asking is this a sign of a changing order? And I will end with you, President Boko. What was your response to it?
Well, I think we are seeing a world where rules seem to matter very little, and they matter only depending on who is benefiting from them and who is wielding the stick at any given point in time. We know that public international law respects territorial integrity, it respects the sovereignty of nations, and it also requires that the people of every nation state must exercise their self-determination. They must determine what happens within their borders. And to have external powers intrude and remove any head of state, regardless of what the circumstances are, I think it's something that is utterly shocking, and it is an affront to a rule-based international order. I think it must be described in starkly those terms and nothing pretentious.
Gentlemen, thank you for doing this and for your patience with my questions, and I really appreciate it very much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
In a world where global stress tests reveal who leads with courage and who reacts with fear, a moment from the World Government Summit 2036 has stunned observers and ignited debate across Africa. Today, we are not just talking geopolitics, we are talking African leadership, sovereignty, courage, and putting African people first. This is not about politics. This is about principles. Last month, a dramatic U.S. military operation in Venezuela resulted in the arrest of President Nicolás Maduro, a development that sent shockwaves through global capitals. Some nations condemned the action as a violation of international law. Others kept silent. This became more than foreign policy. It became a test of worldview. When asked for Zimbabwe's position, President Emmerson Mnangagwa responded with clarity. Not anger, not defiance, not posturing, but principle. Unlike others who rushed to condemn, Mnangagwa reminded the world that Zimbabwe first answers to its own people and national interest. Man, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa took a different path, firmly condemning the United States and calling for international intervention. For many in Harare and across Africa, this was seen not as principled, but risky. So why does Zimbabwe's calculated position matter? Because leadership isn't just about what you oppose it. That's about asterisk. What do you choose to protect? Leaders must ask, does this advance our people's well-being or serve foreign debates with no benefit to home soil? It takes courage to say, we will not be drawn into someone else's conflict, even when powerful nations expect you to take sides. Real leadership is not about echoing outrage, but about balancing global awareness with deep responsibility to your citizens. To the next generation of African leaders, from Cairo to Cape Town, from Nairobi to Lagos, here are lessons from this moment. Courage is not measured by loud statements overseas. Courage is measured by asterisk acts that protect and uplift your own people first. African leadership in the 21st century must be anchored in clarity, dignity, and strategic self-interest, not reactive rhetoric. Zimbabwe's choice wasn't silent. It was intentional, and the world is watching. If you believe Africa must chart its own destiny, like this video, share it wide, and tell a friend. Our future is not borrowed, it is earned.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make African great. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Africa.